Okay, so I'm going to cover ENPH. So ENPH is a stock I'm very bullish on, and I believe it is the bottom. And so I'll cover a couple reasons why. I know my screen is very colorful. I don't intend it to be colorful. This isn't a pride parade. So I'll turn this off really quick. Um, so, okay. First reason being is price has come down 90%, about 90% from its highs. And I think this is the bottom because of the the bullish divergence on the RSI. So, as you know, I have the weekly chart open up here, and price made lower lows. And in the same time period on the RSI, price was making higher lows. And this is one of my textbook setups I look for when entering any sort of position, especially if I'm swing trading. So, and this thing, I swear, I mean, it can run. Once it starts to run, it can run. The only thing is, I think it will take some time for it to truly pop off. I think just looking at the monthly chart, I think once I'm not on the monthly chart, but when I was looking at the monthly chart, I think it can consolidate in like the $40 to $50 range before popping. But I do think this is the bottom based on the weekly chart bullish divergence here. The other thing too is, since we've been below the 200-day simple moving average since January of 2023, I think that eventually, once price breaks up and breaks out and comes up to the 200-day simple moving average, I think that'll be, it'll come up to around 50 before having a nice little pullback, before then the next leg up. And of course, you can apply Elliott wave theory. Once a bottom is confirmed and once wave 1 has been completed, we can then assume that wave 2 will be a nice little pullback before then wave 3, the largest wave, which, if I'm also doing some technical analysis, if I'm looking at the volume profile, which is this indicator on the right here, you have a major, volume wall indicated by this red line. And of course it makes sense because price consolidated in this range for some time, and so that's where a lot of volume is. And so if I'm looking at this objectively, once price does begin to break out, I think this would be a solid target to look at selling, just because I don't think it'll crash straight through this massive volume wall. I think this price would have to come up into it and pull back a little before then making the next leg higher. So I think you can at least target around this $115 range as a bullish target. So that's a lot of upside. So if you bought in today till then, that's nearly 200% gain. So I think it's a good spot to buy, or buy now and then sell at 115. And so those are just a couple of reasons. But I don't know if I brought up the fundamentals on this company, but fundamentals are doing fine. You look at the income statement, reason why it pulled back 90% again is because price came down, volume, I have everything mixed up. Revenue fell off a cliff, 41, almost 42%, as did net income. Net income came down 76%, almost 77%. And that's the reason why price pulled back 90% over that time period. And now that's why I think the bottom is in. And if you look at the quarterly financials are doing just fine. They are still profitable every quarter. There's no concerns as far as if this company is doing okay. You look at their market cap, they're only valued at $5 billion. I truly believe this could be an easy 2x play, which again I would put you at, for from here, that would put you, at 70, high 70s, to double your money, which I think is more than doable, especially since you have this volume wall or this, massive volume profile indicating that price is most likely to head up here before pulling back. I just think on the weekly chart, that's what I'm looking at. And let's see what happens on the daily chart if I pull this up. So on the daily chart, you have, lots of volume down here, which now acts as support. Another reason why I think this is the bottom. So, again, you can at least target the low 50s, which is the 200-day simple moving average. Other than that, thanks for watching, and that's all I really wanted to cover. Thanks.